Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
This is Lewis, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
You want to get high?
Are you a pothead, Farker?
Oh, man. I'm so high right now. I have no idea what's going on.
It's Laura. Let's talk some shit.
Michael Minardi. I'm the campaign manager of Regulate Florida, who's going to be actively seeking to put adult use of cannabis on the 2016 ballot. Why? Regulate Florida. I am putting myself out of a job by doing this. I am a criminal defense attorney. My main practice is representing people arrested of marijuana offenses, and I'm sick of it. These are good, hardworking people whose lives are turned upside down by a cannabis arrest, threat, DCF involvement, or other type of sanctions that is coming against them for using cannabis. We want to bring together the people of Florida. We want all the patients, all the users of cannabis to step up and let their voice be heard. Stop being afraid of being persecuted because of speaking out. We need you to stand up. We need you to help out because we need action right now and not apathy. With doing this, we can change the world and we can change the state of Florida for the better.
Hey, welcome to Talk Shit Radio. Here we are. It is Happy Hump Day, and we've got a little Hump Day madness going on here. Just hanging out, chilling with the fam at the house or the studio, however you want to put it. Sorry for the little noise there. I was adjusting the microphone. But, yeah, we're just chilling out, having a good time on Hump Day. Just, like I said, sitting back, relaxing, trying to get some work done. I was behind the board here all day trying to get some shit together, and you know what? I just figure once again I'll just wing it. What the hell? So here we are, just winging it, and I want to talk about an experience that I just had just a couple days ago. I started a Facebook group. It's called The Kennedys, and it's for anybody who's got the last name Kennedy. Now, I have a Facebook friend, or had. I deleted her. Her name was Tamara Kennedy. She lives out in California, right there by Disneyland. Disneyland, because Disney World's here in Florida. So she works for Cutco Knives. And she asked if I would do a demo for her. She could do a demo for me, and she'd enter me in all of these sweepstakes and all of this stuff. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Sure, I like knives. I'll check it out. So we go through the demo and we get all of that done. And then her and I start just chatting back and forth. And all of a sudden, it turns sexual. And first thing I thought, well, okay, she's dating a young kid. And this is the best part about it, and it just goes to show how insecure this woman is. She's 49 years old, and she's dating this little infant who's probably, I don't know, by his mentality, 20 years old. Probably don't even have hair on his dick yet. I mean, that's how immature this kid is. So, and then, the whole tough guy act comes in. I'm flirting with his girlfriend and all of this kind of shit. And it was quite entertaining, I must say. But the moral of the story is whatever you do, if this chick contacts you and wants to give you a demo, and her little boyfriend, Hector Lewis, or Lewis Hector, whatever his name is, contacts you, they're both garbage. Just stay away from them. It just turned out to be a real aggravating situation. It's just bullshit. I finally told this guy, listen, dude, you want to be a keyboard tough guy, you want to threaten me, I'll come out there and I'll smash your face. We all know who I am and what I do and the type of person I am, and, it is what it is. But anyway, moving on. I just thought it was funny. I figured, it's good to talk some shit about somebody every day. But we've got some abnormally shitty weather here in Spring Hill, Florida. Right now it's 58 degrees, 98% humidity, and, well, shit, I can't see that damn thing. We've got barometer is at 29.95 and dropping, so it's gonna rain. Rain's coming. It's been coming all day. When it's going to hit us, who the hell knows? But, so yeah, I got a few things cooking. We heard the Regulate Florida commercial from Michael Minardi. Michael Minardi, once I hammer out all the details, is going to be doing a show called Regulate Florida Radio. Now, like I said, we haven't got all the details hammered out, but we're working on it. And we're going to put the show on, and it should be interesting. It's going to be all about how cannabis should be regulated here in the state of Florida, just like tobacco and just like alcohol. Now, where's my phone? I look forward to working with Michael because we all know he is my attorney on the case that we had going here in Hernando County, which is over, by the way, thank God. So, moving on, we are again in the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. It's a happy hump day. Unfortunately, my baby girl isn't feeling good again. DJ Sassy Pants, I hope you feel better. And, same old shit, different day. I mean, we're just moving right along. We do have another show going to be coming out. Not sure if it's going to be called Talk Shit Radio or not. It's going to have its own host. And I've mentioned this before, too. Jeff Berkowitz, very good friend of mine from down south here in Florida. He's going to be hosting it. And like I said, I don't know what we're going to call it, if it's going to be Talk Shit Radio or if it's going to be something else. But we're going to get it going. Either way. Now, there's a lot of situations going on in the news, and I really don't have much of it in front of me. I try not to bring up a lot of shit while I'm on the radio, just because sometimes it does distract me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Bay News 9 because there was a bunch of interesting stories on Bay News 9 that I want to talk about. I smell something burning. Oh, candle went out. All right. So here we go. Sheriff Judd to triple homicide suspect. We're coming after you, he says. That's pretty funny. And anybody who knows Polk County knows that this guy don't fuck around. He don't fuck around one bit. He's a serious dude, and he's got a serious agenda. And let's go ahead and read a little bit of this story. Excuse me. Just ate dinner, so I'm going to be burping. By the way, our old host, who is going to come back with us and hang out with us some nights or some mornings. We'll see how it goes, depending on when I switch the show. But anyway, that Laura, my host Laura Kennedy, my sister from another mister, she made homemade pasta sauce, spaghetti sauce, and oh my God, it was out of this world. So let me take a hit of this vape pen here. Good stuff. Too bad it's not cannabis. Anyway, Sheriff Grady Judd is asking the public for help in a shooting that left 3 people dead and 1 critically injured. 4 people were shot at the home at 2314 East Magnolia Street at 6:45 a.m. on Wednesday. Judge said the 3 people, David Washington, 24, Stacy Brand, 31, and Angelica Castro, 23, were killed in a violent slaughter that left blood throughout the house. Felix Camps, 18, was shot in the face. He was transported to Lakeland Regional Hospital, where he is in critical condition. Wow, imagine being shot in the face. Talk about screwed up. I wouldn't want to be shot in the face, I'll tell you that. So the story goes on to say, Judge said the house where the shooting took place was known as a one-stop shop for drugs. You could buy marijuana, pills, heroin, cocaine, he said. Whatever you need, they had. Judd said, whoever broke into the house knew what they were looking for. He said preliminary evidence suggests the suspects may have also taken drugs, possibly money and other items. Washington's sister, Danielle Washington, knew everyone who was killed. Quoted from her, such innocent people that would do anything for anyone, she said. Why? That's my only question. No suspects have been named. We don't have an idea who the suspect or suspects may be at this time, Judge said, who quickly added, certainly we will develop more information. Judge said that in the meantime, they're asking the public to help find the perpetrators of this heinous crime. He said heinous. Wow. They can be taken into custody. The sooner the better. Now, this is the interesting part. He said, for those of you who are the suspects, we are coming for you. We're going to find you. We'll put you in jail, and we're ultimately going to send you to prison for the rest of your life and send you to the death chamber. Those are some harsh words from Sheriff Grady Judd, but as I said before I read this article, this man does not fuck around. That's little comfort for Williams, though, who said she is heartbroken. It's like my son, she said. It's like losing a child because I practically raised him. I used to get him dressed for school every day. That's my only brother. Judd asked anyone in the community for information about the shootings to contact the agency, and that's Polk County Sheriff's Department, or you can call Crime Stoppers. Polk County Sheriff's Department is 863-297-3029, or Heartland Crime Stoppers is 1-800-226-TIPS. Now, usually I'm not very supportive of Grady Judd because, I don't know, I just don't like his I don't know. I don't know why I don't like him, I'll be honest with you. He's a damn good sheriff. He's one of the ones that you just don't want to fuck around in his town. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You don't go to Polk County and do anything that's crooked. He's just a man that does his job to the fullest. And you know what? I can't blame the man. He is the sheriff of the largest county in the state of Florida. So you have to be harsh. They're constantly doing shows on CNN about human trafficking, about To Catch a Predator, all of those kind of shows. They go on in Sheriff Judd's county. You know, I mean, he's been to a few of them. If you've ever watched the show, and it just aired recently, I don't know if it was a repeat or not, but it just aired recently, and he was there as they locked up these prostitutes, and he says to them, "Do you know what county you're in?" They're like, "No." And the one girl, she was told, "You're in Polk County," and she's like, "Damn!" all excited, like, "Oh, and shit, we're on TV too," and it was just funny. But yeah, you definitely don't want to go to Polk County and do anything crooked, because if they catch you, that man will hang you. Moving on, let's see what else we got in Hernando County. Hitting the vape pen, folks. Bear with me. So, improvements coming to Hernando County's transportation system. With the new year comes new improvements for Hernando County public transportation system, better known as the bus. Well, that's good because so far, what I've seen of the bus, it's really pathetic. The routes suck, real short routes, not too many buses, so that's a good thing. So let's read on with, all right, so the bus can pick you up and drop you off in a lot more places. I think it's great, said Carl Grisben, who rides the bus a lot. I think it's about time that we have service to Pasco. That's right, the county's transportation system goes south into Pasco and ties in with their system. So Pasco County has a very large bus system. Let's see, we got somebody in the chat room. Hey, what's going on, Liz? You mean the douche flute, talking about Sheriff Greedy Jerk. I call him Greedy Jerk. He's a douche flute, greedy jerk. I like that one. That's actually pretty good. Douche flute. I'm going to actually use that. You watch. I'm going to use that a lot. So, the transportation system now in Hernando County is going to go down to Pasco. And what that means is a lot more crackheads, a lot more dirtbags, a lot more prostitutes, a lot more hookers, a lot more pieces of garbage are going to come up here into Hernando County. That's what that boils down to. And that's that's the main story here on Hernando County. Let's see what else we got. Hernando Sheriff's Office is offering the Citizens Academy. So that means if you want to learn how to be a snitch, or you want to go kiss some cop's ass, you sign up for the Citizens Academy. They'll put you through the whole gig there, and smoking my vape pen. They'll put you through the whole gig there, and you'll learn how to be wannabe cop. Listen, it's probably not a bad program, I'll be honest with you. But me personally, I wouldn't sit there. Well, actually, they wouldn't even let me in that room because of who I am and what I do. What the hell? Where'd that go? Okay. Well, there's just conversations disappearing out of the chat room. That's weird. Anyway, Liz, thank you for joining us in the chat room. I'm glad you're listening to the show. I hope you and your husband are having a good night, and I hope everything's working out there for you. Soon it will, that we promise. But moving on. Yeah, I don't know. I just see the Citizens Academy as a way to educate the citizens in propaganda, because what they're going to do... Yeah, you notice that too. It disappeared. That was weird. And what's weird is I have a button to delete shit, and I can delete people and block them out of the chat room. But that one just went bye. I didn't touch it either. That's what's weird. But anyway, the Citizens Academy is probably good in certain circumstances. It'll teach you a few things. And like me, honestly, I wouldn't mind going just to learn some of the inner workings of how the Sheriff's Department does things, just so I can bring it to the show and maybe explain certain things that I don't agree with and that I do agree with, and so on and so forth. Liz, tell me, am I coming in a little too loud? Am I breaking up? Is the microphone breaking up? If it is, I got to move it away from my head a little. But for the most part, I'm looking at my needle. It looks pretty good. The other day, I was hammering the needle, and I know it sounded like shit after I listened to it. So, but that's because I don't have my soundboard either, so I can't really adjust the sound the way that I want to. So anyway, back to the Citizens Academy. They take you over to the jail. They show you the jail. And the thing is with it, and this is with anything. Like if you go on a corporate tour or something like that. Nope, sounds fine. Thank you, Liz. There is a 30-second delay, by the way. They take you in, and just like going on a tour of well, shit, I'll just say the fucking, what is it? Holy shit. My mind went blank there for a sec. Any corporation. They are going to be on their best behavior. They're all going to be playing nice, and everybody's going to be, tip-top and all of that bullshit. And that's just so you can see what's going on, and they can give you a nice polished image. Now, I'll be honest with you. It's not what you see on that little Citizens Academy bullshit when they take you through the jail and they teach you how to, sit there in the operations center at the police department and all of that. That's not really how it goes. All right. I know personally that, one girl who used to work as a corrections officer here in Hernando County Jail. And I'm not going to mention any names, but she trusted the inmates in the place more than she trusted the pigs that worked with her. Sheriffs, sorry. So that'll just give you an inside idea of what the hell goes on. There is more corruption going on inside police departments than there is on the street. Let's just face it. Palm Beach County just got raided. The sheriff's department in Palm Beach County just got raided by the FBI for money laundering or something like that. So, I mean, come on, that's some serious shit right there. Now, I personally want the sheriff's department to raid Hernando County Sheriff because, let's face it, they've got an officer on the force, and I'll mention his name because I think he's a fat fucking piece of shit. Louis Genovese. Detective Louis Genovese. He's also on the SWAT team. He's a piece of garbage. He's got multiple lawsuits against him. One incident, he had a suspect in custody, and he stomped this guy's head so bad that his eye literally popped out of his head. Now, I don't like this other news agency that I'm going to mention because all it is a paid blog. It's a blog that people pay to have their shit on, and the guy's not even a real journalist. Real News Real Fast was there. They reported on it. They were the ones that seen it. But because Tom is a patsy to the sheriff's department, you won't see anything happening with it. So, I mean, let's face it, man. You got a sheriff out there, or a deputy, I should say, who goes around stomping people's heads. Or, well, in my case, when my house was raided, 2014, January 9th, he was the lead detective that came in the door. He was the first one to draw his gun. I told him, no, fuck you, shoot me, after he told me to get on the ground. I scared the shit out of him, too, when he went to go batter the door down. You know how they got that battering ram? I grabbed the door, because I seen him on camera. I got cameras coming out the wazoo on my house. I seen him pull up, and it was quite funny, because I ripped the door open, and I was like, don't you break my fucking door down. And I scared the shit out of him. He threw the thing up in the air and fumbled around for his gun, and he goes, get on the ground, now! I looked right at him, looked right at his gun, and said, no, fuck you, shoot me. Did he? No. He jumped on me. And after he put me in handcuffs, his fuckboy buddy, who I don't have his name yet, and I'll go ahead and I'll get his name. He's another detective who is on the SWAT team, stomped me in the back of the neck while he was on top of me. Now, Louis Genovese weighs probably 280, 290, maybe topping even 300 pounds. He is a fat piece of shit. Oh, yeah. Really, something crooked like that happened in Liberty. Okay, interesting. We'll get to that in a second, Liz. And now I got this fat piece of shit laying on top of me. I can't breathe, crushed vertebrae in my neck, and now my back is all fucked up. I got to go for surgery on my back. So, I mean, literally, I'm going to be permanently disabled from this. So, Liz, we got a 30-second delay. So I'm going to try and make this work. But what happened kind of in Liberty County that's sort of like that? I'm interesting to know because I like reporting scumbags. I can't help it. Now, Liz, she lives all the way out west. I'm not going to, say where she is, but she's all the way out west where cannabis is legal, right? I do assume it's legal out there. And I got to tell you, I'm fucking jealous, man. I'm so jealous that you can medicate legally and just, hang out on your front porch. Not that I can't, because I have my medical necessity here in Florida. But I hate living here. I want to go out there so bad. I want to take my adult webcamming business, and that's right. I run no, I don't even run it, really. I just lease time on a website. I want to take my adult webcamming business and take it out there. I want to take my radio show, take it out there. I'm going to get me a job on a farm with my 10 years growing experience. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to make mad ass money and grow killer buds. And I'm so looking forward to it. DJ Sassy Pants and Silent Mish should be back soon, hopefully. Okay, so here we go. Liz just chimed in, so here we go. Verbatim, this guy was embezzling and laundering and arresting and harassing people, and he wasn't even a cop, but had a badge and a gun and looked legit. They recently caught him. All right, so he was out there impersonating an officer. And, you know, there's a lot of that going on. A lot of it goes unreported because people think that, you know, it was a legitimate cop. Well, hell, you know, I know of a few circumstances here in Hernando County where a guy who had a Mustang, a white Mustang, because back then the cops drove around in the same kind of car, and he had a fake badge, and he was pulling up, you know, screaming up on kids, and you know, ripping out the badge and going. Okay, so something crooked like that happened in Liberty County, Texas. Liberty County, Texas. A cop was on the force for a while and wasn't even a cop. He had a lot of accomplishments. Okay, so he wasn't a cop at the time. Wow, that's fucked up, man. That is fucked up. I'm glad they caught him, too. He deserves to rot in jail. This guy who, whoever these suspects are in Polk County, Judge Grady Jerk, or douche flute. That's my new word for him, douche flute. He's gonna fry these fuckers, that's for sure. Triple homicide plus fourth one is in critical condition. Let's see what else we got here, Liz. Got away with it for almost a year or longer. Said that that's what's messed up. He was supposedly some type of journalist or reporter that reported on the cops and managed to get his hands on the equipment. So this guy was a journalist, which I am a registered journalist. We all know that with the United States Press Agency, which you can actually go to my Facebook page, which is Kennedy Studios or the Hernando Daily, and you could see some of my journalistic works. Now, I mean, you know, listen, I spell check, I grammar check. I'm not the fucking best linguist there is, but you get the point. You know what I'm saying? When I write a story, you understand what I'm saying. And basically, the few stories that I have is about legalization of cannabis and corruption in the state of Florida, primarily here in Hernando County. I've been writing a lot, which actually I'm going to write another one tonight that has to go from the tip line into the arrest process, which will detail everything that happened the day of mine and Michelle's arrest, and that was January 9th, 2014. 2 years we fought 17.9 grams, something that should have been a ticket here in Florida. And the reason that they got so pissed off was because they spent thousands of dollars in man hours and equipment and time and found 17.9 grams, and where supposedly they were supposed to find a grow house, they found my broadcasting studio. Shut up, Blue. Don't start that shit. There goes my fucking bird. They found a broadcasting studio. Now, I mean, that's some bullshit right there. 17.9 grams should have been a ticket. But because, you know, there was a search warrant and all of that, they had to execute it. And they had executed, I think, like 4 or 5 other search warrants that day. And that netted, how they put it, netted some good arrests. So I think just because of who I am and what I do, I'm that journalist that doesn't report what the cops want me to report because I refuse to. People need to know the truth. People need to see the truth. And that brings me to my next subject. When my probation is done and over with all of this shit, I plan on getting back out there. The Hernando Daily is a website or a Facebook page where I will be reporting the news on. Now, it's not a real news, real fast type thing, which I actually call that fake news real slow. But it is going to be the real deal. There is going to be real news, not propaganda that the police want me to fucking put up there. I'm going to report what's really going on. You know, if I see police brutality, we're going to report police brutality. My capabilities that I have with my equipment, I can go live anytime, anywhere, and I plan on. I will be out there from 5 o'clock in the morning till 8, 10 at night. Doesn't matter. However long it takes for me to get the story, I'll get the story. And we'll be broadcasting live from a lot of places, which is really going to piss them off because I have a drone. And with my drone capabilities, oh my God. See, what they try to do is in this one incident, there was a gentleman who called 911 and cried out for help, literally cried out for help, said, I'm going to commit suicide, and this whole thing. Obviously, he was distraught, and my thoughts of the police department, the sheriff, however you want to call it, is to protect and serve. First word is protect. Don't you think they should have protected that man from himself? No. What'd they do? After a 24-hour or 12-hour standoff, they went in, SWAT style, and they killed him. And during the press conference that, Sheriff Al Niñez was putting on, I piped up and I said, Sheriff Niñez, do you think that, the Hernando County Sheriff's Department used excessive force in this situation when clearly this man was crying out for help and wanted to be killed by the police and suicide by cop? Don't you think that it was your responsibility to make sure that this did not happen and that this man got the proper medical attention that he needed? And boy, I'll tell you what, he put a stop to that press conference real fast. And in that circumstance, I was there with my drone. They had us pushed all the way back to where you couldn't see nothing. With my drone, and now especially because it flies autonomously, that means I put in a pre-programmed flight path, and it flies it. I don't even have to touch the remote, the handheld controller for it. It just goes and does its thing until the battery runs low, and then it comes back. And then I put a new battery in it, and I send it back out. Anyway, do you have your drone FAA registered? They say you have to as of this year, which I'm not sure is a good thing or not. Guess it depends on the owner. That comes from Liz. Yes, Liz, I do not have my drone FAA licensed or registered simply because there is no place to do so. The regulation is in place. There are no facilities here on the East Coast, as far as I know of, to get your drone registered. They do say you have to get a tail wing number. A tail wing number is for an airplane that has a wing. Tail wing. And the regulations stipulate that anything under like 1.5 pounds is, non-registerable. Mine's just under that. I think it's like 1.3 pounds. I have a little DJI Phantom, which is probably one of the most sophisticated ones out there. So no, to answer your question, no, I'm not registered with the FAA with my drone, and I don't have to simply because of the weight of the thing, and that's one of the loopholes that I fall right through. And, the camera that's on there, now I could change cameras and put a big camera on there, but that will put me over the weight restraint, the weight restriction, or whatever you want to call it. But I did find inserts for my camera where I can put a FLIR insert in it, which, if you don't know what that is, hold on, let me take my shirt off, I'm sweating. A FLIR is forward-looking infrared, which means I can look through walls, I can see heat signatures. I have huge capabilities with this camera, and I have to take the camera apart, and I have to put, the FLIR in it, and it takes me, if I pulled up on a scene and I wanted to use the FLIR, it would probably take me about 5 minutes to switch over the camera to a FLIR camera. Eventually what I'll do is I'll buy 2 or 3 other cameras. I'll have my regular camera. I'll put the insert into another camera because when I just swap cameras, it's quick. Honey, will you take her and put her in my bedroom? because that is very loud, and she keeps moving the microphone. And she knows it, too. She's looking at me. Yeah, she knows it. Babe, I'm telling you. Silent Mission, DJ Sassy Pants made it... okay, yeah, we hear a lot of controversy over it here, so we weren't sure that's good to keep in mind. Yes, that's the biggest thing about it, the weight restriction. I'm not sure about out there, and again, I'm not going to mention out there where you are, but out west, where you're located, I don't know what the weight restriction is. I would assume, because it's the FAA, it's a federal law, that, holy shit, she is so loud, man. I would assume that the weight restriction is still, 1.5 pounds and all of that. My daughter's boyfriend's best friend is the one that actually brought it up to me about the weight restriction, so I went ahead and I looked into it, and then I checked and seen what my drone weighs. But anyway, like I said, I can have multiple cameras, and in reality, it takes me probably 45 seconds to switch over a camera. So, feasibly, that's the way to do it. But for right now, I run the regular camera. If it's a nighttime scene, the sheriff department's going to light it up anyway, so I'll just use their light. What do you got? Anything good? You went to the store. What do you got? Nothing? Nothing good? No? Damn it. Bubble gum. Give me some damn gum. I'll take some gum. What kind of bubble gum? Trident? No, I don't like Trident. I've got some killer videos up on my YouTube page. If you go to YouTube and you just search for Flight Over the Magic Kingdom, that's me. I took my drone and parked in the A-frame parking lot over there in the Magic Kingdom, and that's the hotel here in Florida in the Magic Kingdom where the monorail goes right through the lobby of the main part of the hotel. I parked in that parking lot, which is right across the street from the Magic Kingdom, and I flew that son of a bitch all the way as far as I could, hung it over Tomorrowland, and then security came, so I brought it back real quick. And you can see by the video when it flies autonomously how steady it flies. You can see the difference. And there's plenty of videos up there on my YouTube page. Please, everybody, I encourage you to go check some of them out. Some of them are pretty cool. Some of them are just me fucking around with the green screen that we have in the studio. There's a lot of the radio show up there. I've had a lot of fun with that drone, I got to be honest with you. Right now it's sitting under my desk collecting dust. I haven't had it out in a while. It's been quite windy and the conditions have been unfavorable. But the nice thing about it is because of the autonomous flight, if I tell it to fly somewhere and hover, it will lean into the wind and sit there. Now, that uses a lot of battery, but I went out at $160 a pop, bought 4 batteries. This way, by the time one battery runs out and it comes back to me, I slap another one in, and by the time I get to the 4th battery, the first one's charged again. So we got about 7 minutes of the show left. I don't think I have any bits loaded for tonight. No, let's see if I can load up a real quick bit because I need to take a bathroom break here. Let's see. Brooksville Bob. Let's do this one here. A little Good Morning Vietnam. I'll be right back. Give me about, 2-3 minutes, and we'll get right back with it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just need to get up and get a drink real quick. But, I'll be right back. So bear with me, folks. Talk Shit Radio Network. Be right back.
This is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Is that me or does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva Da Nang. Oh, Viva Da Nang. Da Nang me. Why don't they get a rope and hang me? Hey, is it a little too early for being that loud? Hey, too late. It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early. Speaking of early, how about that Cro-Magnon, Marty Drywoods? Thank you, Marty, for silky smooth sound. Make me sound like Peggy Lee. Freddie and the Dreamers.
The wrong speed. We've got it on the wrong speed. For those of you who are recovering from a hangover, that's going to sound just right.
Let's pull it right back down again. Let's try a little faster, see if that picks it up a little bit. Let's get up on 7, 18. Those pilots are going right now. I really like the music. Oh, still a bad song. Hey, wait a minute. Let's try something. Let's play this backwards and see if it gets any better. Look, this Freddie is the devil. Look, this Freddie is the devil. Hey, hi, can you help me? What's your name? My name's Roosevelt Lee Roosevelt. Roosevelt, what town are you stationed in? I'm stationed in Poontang. Well, thank you, Roosevelt. What's the weather like out there? It's hot. Damn hot. Real hot. Hotter than this is my shorts. I can cook things in it. Little crotch pot cooking. Well, can you tell me what it feels like? Fool, it's hot. I told you again. Were you born on the sun? It's damn hot. You can be a little thing. I saw it so damn hot. I saw one of those little guys in the orange robe burst into flames. It's that hot. You know what I'm talking about. Well, what do you think it's going to be like tonight? It's going to be hot and wet. That's nice if you're with a lady, but it ain't no good if you're in the jungle. Thank you, Roosevelt. Here's a song coming your way right now. Nowhere to Run To by Martha and the Vandellas. Yes. Hey, you know what I mean. AFPN, rocking you from the Delta to the DM. Here's a riddle for you. What's the difference between the Army and...
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. We lost the net ping and the uplink real quick. Apologize for that. Everybody's still with me. Salamish, you still hear me in there? Anyway, yeah, I don't know what happened there. I guess we're putting too much on it, but yeah, we dropped off air there. We got about 4 minutes, 20 seconds left of the show. I'll explain why we call her Silent Mish. Back when we were on the show, I used to ask her to say something, and I would hit the cricket noise because she wouldn't talk anyway. It was just dead air, so I would just hit the cricket noise, and so she got the nickname of Silent Mish. But then one day, only for about 20 seconds. Okay, that's all good. Appreciate it. Then one day she decided that she had something to talk about, and that was it. We couldn't shut her up after that. No, I'm just kidding. It was good to have her on the show, and yeah, you know, it's a beautiful thing. We've got about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Thanks, everybody, for listening. I know we got a lot of plays going on right now. I'm looking at the stats, and she's up there, and I appreciate it. This is Talk Shit Radio Network. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio. Happy Hump Day Madness. You can check us out on Spreaker.com/TalkShitTV. You can check us out on Facebook.com/TalkShitTV. You can check us out and search for Talk Shit Radio Network on Facebook, or you can just go straight to www.talkshitradionetwork.com. You can check us out there. Site is way out of date, so I got to update the site. Bear with it. But everything that we do, I'll start putting back up on the website. We'll get that all situated. I really appreciate everybody listening. Another great show, and everybody have a good night. And I guess we'll talk to you tomorrow. Same time, same spot. Spreaker, Talk Shit Radio Network. Appreciate it, and we are out.
Campaign manager of Regulate Florida, who's going to be actively seeking to put adult use of cannabis on the 2016 ballot. Why? Regulate Florida. I am putting myself out of a job by doing this. I am a criminal defense attorney. My main practice is representing people arrested of marijuana offenses, and I'm sick of it. These are good, hardworking people whose lives are turned upside down by a cannabis arrest, threat, DCF involvement, or other type of sanctions that is coming against them for using cannabis. We want to bring together the people of Florida. We want all the patients, all the users of cannabis to step up and let their voice be heard. Stop being afraid of being persecuted because of speaking out. We need you to stand up. We need you to help out because we need action right now and not apathy. With doing this, we can change the world and we can change the state of Florida for the better.
This is Lewis, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
You want to get high?
Are you a pothead fucker?
Oh, man. I'm so high right now. I have no idea what's going on.
It's Laura. Let's talk some shit.